The flood was supposed to erase them forever, but the Nephilim never truly disappeared. In 1911, newspapers reported giant skeletons in a cave near Lovelock, Nevada, some over 9 feet tall, but soon after, the remains vanished. This wasn't the first time. Across valleys and mounds, giant bones have been uncovered, photographed, and then quietly removed from public record. Why? To answer, we must go back, far back, the Bible and the Nephilim. In Genesis 6, we read, "When human beings increased on the earth and daughters were born, the sons of God saw they were beautiful and married any they chose." The Nephilim were on the earth in those days and afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. According to many scholars, the sons of God were fallen angels. They took human women as wives and fathered children with them. These offspring were giants, powerful, intimidating, and often wicked. God soon decided he had seen enough. Genesis 6:17 records his words to Noah, "I am going to bring floodwaters on the earth to destroy all life under the heavens. Everything on earth will perish." The flood came, and only Noah's family survived, or so it seemed. After the flood centuries later, we meet Goliath. The Bible says he stood 6 cubits and a span, about 9 feet, 9 inches tall. How could such a giant exist after the flood supposedly wiped the Nephilim away? One theory is that the Nephilim bloodline survived aboard the ark. The book of Jasher notes that Noah's 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, were already married before the ark was built. But nothing is said about their wives. What if one or more carried Nephilim DNA? Even if diluted, those genes could pass through generations, reappearing in traits like unusual height or strength. This theory may also explain why Canaan, Ham's descendant, fathered tribes of giants like the Anakim and Rephaim, giants the Israelites later encountered in battle. Another possibility is the second incursion hypothesis. According to the Book of Enoch and the Book of Jubilees, divine beings called Watchers descended to earth, married human women, and produced hybrid offspring. The flood destroyed the first generation, but what if other angels rebelled after the flood? This could explain why the Israelites again faced giant tribes in Canaan. Ancient Mesopotamian texts echo this story. They speak of the Apkallu, half-divine beings who survived or reappeared after a great flood, once again passing forbidden knowledge to humanity. Across cultures, the pattern repeats: destruction by flood, followed by a return of divine human hybrids. Some suggest the Nephilim escaped underground. Legends across the world tell of hidden realms below the earth: Shambhala in Tibetan lore, Agartha in 19th century myth, and stories of giants hiding in caves. Could they have taken refuge where floodwaters couldn't reach? The Lovelock cave discovery seems to support this. In 1911, miners found giant skeletons, one reportedly over 10 feet tall. Local museums displayed giant sandals and bones, but the remains mysteriously vanished, with rumors pointing to the Smithsonian. Mainstream archaeologists dismissed the finds as hoaxes or exaggerations. Yet, the stories never fully die. What if the Nephilim were not just physical? Some traditions say when their bodies were destroyed, their spirits survived. These disembodied forces became what we now call demons, restless entities seeking human hosts. In this view, the Nephilim didn't survive through genetics, but through possession, influence, and spiritual corruption. Others connect this to genetic memory, the idea that traits, fears, and even desires can be inherited across generations. If so, the Nephilim's lust for domination and rebellion against divine order might still echo within us today. So which is it? Did the Nephilim bloodline survive the flood through Noah's daughters-in-law? Did fallen angels return in a second incursion? Did the giants hide underground? Or are they with us in another form, as spirits, or even in our own psychology? Mainstream science denies all of it. No verified giant skeletons have been proven, no Nephilim DNA has been found, yet stories of giants keep resurfacing, from the Bible to Mesopotamia to Native American lore. Maybe the Nephilim never truly left. Maybe they just changed form. What do you think? Were they destroyed, recreated, hidden, or still among us in ways we don't yet understand?